Good morning. It's time to do another drone flyover of what I'm calling the death zone out here at Sweet Marsh, segment A of Sweet Marsh. Yesterday when I was out here, there were 42, 44, somewhere in that ballpark, dead Canada geese, and I did see a handful of Canada geese that were in the dying process that probably did not make it overnight. As of yesterday, I still hadn't seen any trumpeter swans or bald eagles or other birds for that matter that had been afflicted. It's so far just been Canada geese. Well, I correct that. I did see earlier in the week, I did see a canvasback that was gasping for air. But otherwise, other than that one canvasback, it's all been Canada geese that I've seen so far. I'll be honest, I'm expecting at some point we're going to start seeing birds of prey, those animals that are feeding on it, or trumpeter swans go down, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, but it just stands to reason that we should see this spreading beyond just these Canada geese. So anyway, let's put the drone in the air, see what's going on, and let's hope that it's not as bad as it could be.
Has been updated. Please check it on the map.
When I first got out here this morning, there were maybe 24, maybe even more bald eagles feeding out along the edge. But as I move around out here and get equipment ready to go, I think they get a little spooky and take off. But there were quite a few bald eagles feeding this morning, which really doesn't surprise me based on the number of dead and dying birds from yesterday. Not sure what I'm seeing out there right now. I see a lone swan. And that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it could. Quite often they're with others. Swans generally are grouped together. Let's see if it'll fly if I get close to it. You see the levels change a little bit because the white swans against the dark water, they burn out the detail on the swans. They look like they're shiny. You can't see detail. And that swan is not doing anything to fly. That's abnormal behavior. I hope that's not a bad sign. We got a little breeze blowing things around out there. I'll just watch him for a while. I'm going to do a flight here along the shoreline. See how things look. And go up and check that bald eagle out. Boy, that snow makes it hard to keep my lighting proper, my exposure right. Adult bald eagle, I believe. Another one that just flew off. He didn't fly very far. For those species that are carrion eaters, I imagine they haven't had life so good in the winter like they are right now. Unfortunately, it may be lethal for them. Yeah, he can still fly. He just chooses not to. And it flew farther away. That's good. And that one's been well picked over. And what we're seeing here, with that goose by itself, those are dead. I saw those yesterday. This one by itself, though, is not a good sign. I'm not sure what spreading feathers out means. I would guess we've got issues right here. If I were to come out later on today, I would be surprised if some of these haven't expired. That one's got green diarrhea, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's something else. There's one dying. In the dying process, I believe. It is still moving. Oh, that's a young swan. Oh no. That's a young of the year Trumpeter Swan. I was afraid this was going to start to happen. I'm going to pause the video here to get a photo. This, folks, is heartbreaking. This is a young of the year trumpeter swan. I do see green discharge. I don't know. When I looked it up, avian cholera has green discharge, but yet everything that I'm reading tells me that it could be avian influenza. I don't know what it is. I just know we're going to lose this one. I would expect we'll lose more. This, folks, is heartbreaking. I expected that we would start to see some swans go down, but this is heartbreaking that it's young of the year. I don't know if this is avian influenza. I don't know if it's cholera. I don't know what it is, but this is sad. Poor thing. I wonder how many other swans we've lost and I just haven't found them. This is so sad. It's the first trumpeter swan out here that I have found going down, and it's the young of the year. And I wonder how many of these we haven't seen that have gone somewhere else and we've lost them. But to have it be a young of the year even. It's so sad. Hopefully nature takes its course soon on this one, so it doesn't have to suffer. I guess I really don't need to add a whole lot to this video. I think the video speaks for itself. What I was afraid I would find one of these days is happening right now. We've got a young of the year trumpeter swan out there dying of whatever this disease is that's going around. It's nature taking its course. It happens. It just happens that it's right in our face this year. If you happen to come across a bird, whether it's a goose or swan or whatever, that's not acting appropriately, do not handle it with your bare hands. If they're dead, if that dog brings it up and they're dead, get them in a garbage bag, get them sealed up, and get them put where they're not going to be available for other things to chew on, to eat on. I don't know what to say, whether it's avian influenza, avian cholera, I don't know. It's not happening because some agency dropped the ball. It's not happening because people aren't caring for it. It's just, this is what happens in nature. It's just so obvious for us this year, and it's so sad. It's especially sad though that it's a young of the year trumpeter swan. I've got nothing more to say. It's hard to watch this one. So I do thank you for watching. I do thank you for caring.